In response to the Affordable Care Act, the Departments of Labor and Health and Human Services commissioned the RAND Corporation to conduct a workplace wellness study. It found that 61% of employers that have wellness programs offer some form of monetary incentive. The study went on to conclude that lifestyle management programs do result in lower health risks at a clinically meaningful level. And it also concluded that monetary incentives, although they do help to increase engagement, they don't necessarily result in clinically meaningful improvements. So the RAND study authors acknowledge that there are some shortcomings in the study and that further research is needed. Specifically, that particular study did not investigate workplace context or workplace culture. Sibson Consulting's Healthy Enterprise Survey looked at differences in organizational culture. It contrasted those organizations that have effective wellness programs from those organizations that don't have effective wellness programs or wellness programs that are relatively new. What we found is that those organizations that are better at wellness and at culture enjoy lower per capita healthcare costs, lower healthcare cost increases, lesser absence rates, and lower workers' compensation costs. There are two questions that employers often ask. One is, how do we increase engagement in wellness programs? And the second question is, which works better, the carrot or the stick? Behavioral economics helps us answer those questions. There are 3 points that I want to emphasize. Point number 1 is frequency of exposure. Advertising experts tell us that it takes 3 exposures to a new message in order for it to rise to the level of consciousness for decision-making purposes. It's no wonder that single-shot communication efforts don't succeed in wellness. Point number 2, motivation matters. People are differently motivated, and it's necessary to trigger different emotions with people having different motivations. For instance, some individuals are intrinsically motivated. You must appeal to their curiosity and to their intellect. Extrinsically minded individuals, well, you can appeal to greed, you can appeal to vanity with those individuals. And then they're disengaged. And with those individuals, something close to a behavioral intervention is required. So incentives are particularly effective for extrinsically motivated individuals. You've got to be careful though, because they might be counterproductive in some ways with intrinsically minded individuals and disengaged individuals. Point number 3, losses are felt more than gains. Daniel Kahneman is a psychologist that actually won the Nobel Prize for economics based upon his research into prospect theory. He looked at the psychological reaction to winning $100 versus losing $100 and discovered that people are more reactive to losses than they are to equivalent gains. This is something to keep in mind in the design of incentives.